Hello everyone, welcome back and welcome to Web Application Security Lesson 2. In this lesson, we will be discussing about introduction to cybersecurity and why it is necessary, what web application security is about and why it is a great attack target, the importance of web application security, and web application security versus network security. We'll start by looking at the evolution of the internet. The internet is now over 5 decades old. At first, it had limited uses, but now almost our entire life depends on it, with everyone getting connected. We see that it started from a few computers, from the image here. It started from a few computers and users were able to communicate, and now we have lots and lots of computers. The internet now, we have a center web and many other computers which can connect. We have the mobile internet. We can connect with our mobile phones to the web. We have mobile plus people and PCs everywhere around. They're connecting, and this you see that as people get connected, the uses of the internet too the uses over the years have increased. At first, it was just for communication research, but now you can use the internet to get information, to play games, to chat, to do your shopping online, watch films, reading books, booking tickets, learning English, listening to music, getting information, and what you can name the rest. So the internet has moved from few computers in a small location to many computers, people all around connecting with all kinds of devices and from wherever around the world, from a wide space, and for different purposes. This is very good. We talk about internet, the evolution of the internet, the various uses. This is beneficial, but it comes with a price. The price is the security. With everybody connecting to the internet, with all our companies connecting and all our important information out there, there's a price, a security price we have to pay. Over the years, cyber crimes have been featured in the news, from individual to enterprises and to the government. Cyber attack is a malicious and deliberate attempt by an individual or organization to breach the information system and to breach the information system of an organization or an individual. We have different types of cyber attacks. We have cyber attacks like malwares, which is a malicious software. It's a malicious software including viruses and worms, which breach our network through a vulnerability. Typically, when a user clicks a dangerous link or email attachment, that then installs risky software. Once inside the system, malware can do lots of things like block access to your key components of the network. It can install other malwares like other harmful softwares. It can convert information by transmitting data from your hard drive or to your hard drive. It disrupts certain components and renders the system inoperable. So malware is one of the cyber attacks we have. We have things like attacks like phishing, where the practice of sending fraudulent communication that appears to come from a reputable source, usually through email. The goal is to steal sensitive data like credit card and login. We have spams, we have web attacks, we have identity theft, ransomware. Ransomware is a type of malware, and there are many types of cyber attacks. So the price of the internet, evolution of the internet, it's the cyber attack. Now cyber security is a benefit, like at least with a cyber attack, not all hope is lost because we can still do some security aspect. That's what the cyber security is about. Cyber security is the protection of computer systems from the theft of or damage to their hardware, software, or electronic data, as well as from the disruption or misdirection of the services they provide. With cyber security and cyber attack, it's like a troubleshooter and a troublemaker. Cybersecurity is important because government, military, corporate, financial, and medical organizations collect, process and store unprecedented amount of data on computers and other devices. With all this data stored and all the cyber attacks, cybersecurity comes in to protect as a form of it's a form of protection to all this data from the various cyber attacks we just mentioned earlier. The challenges of cybersecurity normally we have challenges with cybersecurity as it's a very broad field. It entails network security, endpoint security, data security, identity management, database and infrastructure security. We have cloud security, mobile security, end user education, and we also have application security. So this was just an introduction into application security, the web application security. It starts with the internet, and we have the internet, we have cyber attacks, we have cyber crimes. Cyber crimes follow, and we have cyber security, which comes in. And now we are talking about application security, which is a form of cyber security. So what's web application security about? As the name suggests, it is a process of securing websites, web applications, and other internet-based services from cyber attacks, breaches, and security threats that leverage loopholes, misconfigurations, and vulnerabilities in these applications or their codes. Web application security, from your definition, is an aspect of the cyber security which focuses on the website, the web applications on that section. Every day we keep on hearing about cyber attacks or cyber crime. Most of it is done through web applications. Like it is the easiest way, like all attackers, all cyber criminals, all hackers get in through the web application. That's really a pertinent issue. It's highly targeted. That's what I would say. Why? There are several reasons why they are targeted. Web applications are easier to reach. Like web applications and websites are usually the front end of most businesses and organizations. In comparison to other hacking targets, this is the easiest, and you don't need special connections or tools or sponsored resources. If a vulnerability as SQL injection, cross-site scripting loophole is found in the website, exploiting it will be a trivial task and a walk in the park for script kiddies sitting in the comfort of their homes. Yeah, I remember when I started learning about hacking and all this, I'll just try one or two things as a script kiddie and saw lots of vulnerable sites. Like, this is very easy to target. This is the easiest way you could get into this organization, into this enterprise. So we see that the web applications are easier to reach than any other means. Going through the network is difficult. Going through the other means to get to attack might be difficult compared to web applications. We have all your resources. You don't even need complicated or sophisticated resources. You don't even need to be an expert. You just need to pick up one or two things here and there and just try a lot, and you are in. So the target, it makes it a very easy point of target. We also see that there are too many novice programmers writing web application codes. Languages such as JavaScript, PHP, and C++, which are used for web programming, are easier to pick up and to learn than the lower level dialects that are used in more sophisticated products. And there are too many novice developers who claim to be versed in web programming. Moreover, in contrast to many generic networking products, web applications are a more specialized breed of software, and a considerable number of websites tend to have custom code that fits the needs of their owners. Many organizations outsource their customized web development tasks to amateur developers who will work at a low price, or will turn to in-house developers who might have experience writing web applications. That's true for small businesses. Most of them, that's what they use. And websites do not have most small businesses, their websites don't have professional developers. They just look for any novice and to do their web development. With the lack of this knowledge, there are many loopholes, and it makes it very easy for hackers to get in. The failure to update, the next point where we see that is that they fail to update third-party packages. Many web applications rely on third-party source code or components to run. This is a trend that will continue to grow, especially as API-based programming becomes more and more popular. As with every other software, these third-party resources are likely to be found to have bugs and flaws and will later be patched by their developers and publishers. But the problem is many site owners do not know which third-party components are running on their website, and they fail to apply patches and update after they are released. Unless you're a regular cybersecurity news unless you regularly check cybersecurity news headlines for reports on threats and attacks, you will miss most of this and you're very vulnerable, you're a high target. We also see that web applications allow hackers to target a large audience. Once web applications are breached, attackers will not only gain access to the company's resources, they'll also be able to target the users of the website. This is also the logic behind watering hole attacks, in which hackers distribute malware to their targets through compromising a website. If I can get into to lots of other if I can get into lots of other websites, why don't I use the web application? It's easier to get a large audience through that means I'm going one from one to another. So we see that that's a bonus and that's why it is highly targeted.